Not sure what to stock in your vending machines? Well, you're not alone. I get asked this all the time, what sells best? Because no one wants to waste money on products that just sit there. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top performing snacks and drinks in my vending machines. I'll even show you what doesn't sell so you can avoid making the same mistakes that I made. One product sold over 400 units last month alone, and the other barely made any sales at all. Let's start with drinks because they're usually the main driver of sales in most locations. For some of my locations, drinks make up 60 to 70% of total revenue. Now here's my top 3. Lucasade Orange. It seems to be the go-to for people that want energy. If your machine is in a gym or factory or any kind of active environment, this drink will fly out. Number 2, Pepsi Max bottles. Now this one surprised me. It actually sells better than full sugar Pepsi in most of my machines, especially in warehouses and office locations. And now my top selling drink, which will always probably be my top seller, it's Coke. People know it and trust it, and if they're thirsty and need a sugar boost, it's definitely the first thing that they'll go for. These 3 are always stocked in my machines. If I run low on space, I will prioritize these over anything else. Here's a good tip. Keep a good balance of cans and bottles. Cans move fast because they're cheaper, but bottles give you a higher profit margin, especially when you can price them £2 and above. These are a little bit more hit and miss depending on the location, but over time I've noticed clear winners that sell across the vending machines. Here's my top 5 snacks. Walker's Ready Salted or Cheese and Onion. People love simplicity. These flavors are safe and they've worked in every location I've tested. Next up is Snickers. It's filled with chocolate and peanuts, and people think it's more filling than a normal chocolate bar. Then we've got the Mars bar. It's a classic. I've seen these go faster than anything else, especially on a night shift. Now we've got Kit Kats. Extremely popular in office locations. I think it could be the tea break culture. And finally, we've got Haribo Tanfastics. A little wild card. But trust me, small bags of sweets do really well, especially in universities and younger staff-heavy locations. I always keep these staples in the mix, and if I want to test something new, I'll place the lowest performing item first and track it on my Nayax app. Here's a tip. Buy in bulk from wholesalers and bundle similar items across locations to keep stock rotation smooth. Now let's be real, not everything works. And this part is just as important as knowing what does. Here are my slowest sellers. Water. Unless it's a well-known brand like Smart Water, these just collect dust for me. Next up is niche protein bars or healthy snacks. Unless you're in a gym, I wouldn't bother. Even in gyms, only a couple brands actually perform well. And then we've got random crisp brands. People will go for what they know. Anything unfamiliar will just get left out. The last point is odd pricing. Products priced at $105 or $115 will just confuse customers. Many people pay contactless now, but those small price jumps can put people off mentally. I've had machines where I've stocked 4 rows of healthy snacks, thinking that they perform, but I didn't sell a single one for 3 weeks. Here's another tip. Test things 1 row at a time. Never go all in on a new product unless you've seen it sell. How will you know what sells? Now this is a game changer right here. I personally use Nayax card readers, which has a built-in product mapping system. This means I can track exactly what sells in each slot in every machine. I can log into my dashboard, filter by date or product, and instantly know what's selling well. One product is flying off the shelves in 3 machines, then the following week I'll put it in a further 5 machines. It's not just about what sells, it's about spotting trends. Like Lucasade spiking in the summer and chocolate bars spiking in the winter. Let the data lead your decisions. Don't stop based on your personal preferences or your supplier deals. Base it on what customers are actually buying. Here's some seasonal tips. The best sellers in December are not the same as July. You've got to adapt your product selection throughout the year. In the summer, fizzy drink and juices dominate. Chill cans go fast, especially in warm locations or outdoor areas. Now in the winter, chocolate seems to sell more. People look for comfort snacks such as Mars bar, Snickers and Kit Kats. Here are some location-based tips. Gyms like things such as water, Lucasade and protein bars. Warehouses like fizzy drinks, crisp and chocolate. Offices like energy drinks, crisp and chocolate and sweets. The more you understand your customer base in each location, the easier it is to choose stock that moves fast. At the end of the day, your stock choices are what make and break your vending machine profits. The wrong products will sit there while the right ones fly out. And when you're just starting out, it's easy to overthink and get stuck in the supplier offers. But remember, sales is greater than guesswork every time. If you want help building your vending machine stock list, tracking your sales, and picking the right products for your location, I cover all this in my full vending machine course. It's linked at the top of my description. Comment below your best or worst selling product. I love hearing what works for others too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.